legendary motorcycle with a chain on it. We go in here. Byway, you see. Check it out. Would you believe? Tarmacked. Now it doesn't say national speed limit applies, so just be sensible. But you know, this is legal. No fun at all. And here we come out across. This is, I'm going to say wartime, but it's not. That's the A14. One of the least pleasant roads you can get stuck on, but this is not. This is I don't know what are we going to call this. It feels like wartime airport access. That's what it feels like. Little concrete step. Oh, can't scrub off speed and release. Don't know where that went. Yeah, it sort of feels like, you know, you've got these sections. It's tarmac, weirdly. It's not concrete. Section, there we go. And then, ta-da! We're on to the real stuff. So Grace, this has been a wonderful little endeavour. It's a real pleasure to have you on my shoulder. We don't know how long this extraordinary Indian summer is going to last and when things are going to get really wet and cold. But it's late September, so far so good. Oh, down a gear I think. Don't know this lane. I'm sure it's got whoops in it though, they all have. So we'll just take it steady until we know our way around a bit. Yeah, as I was saying, it's a pleasure to have you there and to think, well, one day, vanity of vanities, maybe she'll get it. There's not a lot to get. I've been thinking this week about how seriously we take ourselves. You've got to take yourself a bit seriously, you know, in order to get up and get it done and not be a burden and all that shit. You know, make stuff happen, sort of thing. But there's many ways to do it. Just don't let stuff stick to you. You know, we all have bad days, have bad years sometimes. Bad decades, you know, just move on. Get along there, Nelly. Look at this place with you. So we've got quite a lot of facilities around, pylons. I'm not sure, I mean this is big electric, this. So, but what a gorgeous lane. I'm not kidding. This is why we're here, right? This is why we're here. It's just gorgeous. It looks like it never turns to mud, this. It's grassy all year round, I'm going to say. Here's someone bombing along. He's off the lane. What a hoot and a giggle. Pestagon. He's a pest controller. He'll be tooled up in the back of there. But he's having fun on the green lane in his little van, and why wouldn't you? I just think it's incredible. You know, for anyone who's wondering, before June this year, I'd never ridden a motorbike down a green lane. It just never occurred to me. And then Mike from the Two Wheel Adventures said we've got 600 miles of green lanes in Cambridgeshire alone. I thought, right, we're on to something. And then that delightful Australian chap, he said, I've been around dirt bikes all my life, and sure enough, he has. it just made a bit of sense, you know. Let's oh, so you could go down there, that's into Wilbraham. There's no sign, but if we carry on this way, we're going to end up, it doesn't get any better than this. This is the pinnacle life experience for me. Absolutely tip top, apart from the day I married my wife, of course, which will never be surpassed. But aside from that, this is where it's at. This is the A11. There's the wind turbines in the different distance. So the A11 becomes the M11. That's a nice road up to Newmarket, but it's got very deep ruts, so not taking it now because I'm sure you'll appreciate it might just rain in a minute and I'm on my own, yada yada yada, excuseful Kentucky. But this one, if we stand up, you can see a little bit more of it. Oops. Look at it, look at that. I feel like I should turn around and go up that other lane now because you've all not seen it and it's there and it's nice. Christian and I went up it the other day on our way to Thetford. I got so hot and bothered. It's funny how quickly you get hot, and especially when it's clammy like this. It's only 20 something degrees, but because I knew I was going on the road this morning, I wore my what do you want to call it, winter change of seasons jacket. I'm a bit hot now. I could do with taking my sleeves off and cooling down somewhat. And I think I'm only in second gear, but it's a survivor's game, this. Unless we actually get chased by a rhino, we don't need to go any faster. I'm not scared of the big cats. Grace, what fun. Yeah, look at this joint. Couldn't resist it. Pop it into third. Let her eat. I mean, my vision was coming a bit low there. Got to keep it out to 50 yards. You know, 30 yards is Nadgery territory. You're going to lose the flow. The closer you are to the bike with your vision, the more sort of like the bigger your inputs become, and the bigger your inputs become, the less stable you are. You want everything to just flow, and that way the minor discrepancies in your actual line get swallowed up to a degree, as a rule, broadly speaking. I love all those phrases that just say, I'm generalising here and I'm exaggerating, so suck it up. E is for exaggeration, Grace. And look at that for a big fallen log. Someone's had a poo. So we'll go to the train track. To the level crossing. Woo. And then we'll go down Fox Road. So this is quite fun, Grace. This is where the railways come. And I think I filmed it the other day, but the audio didn't work or something like that. So the trains come down here. And when the green is light is green like that, it means you can open the gate and cross the old joint. So that's nice. It's sort of 1930s, this. What do we reckon? She safe? No. Yes. It's an old railway. I'm going to say 60s, possibly 70s. That traffic light signal there. That should date it, or let me know in the comments. And you get a nice high seat, smooth ride down there. So this is home territory. Another white van. Do you ever get the feeling you're being followed? Gotcha, fella. Sound, man. You're in a tribe, aren't you, when you're in a white van? You definitely belong to a tribe. Never owned a white van, but you belong to a tribe on a motorbike. So we're going to take a, see those wind turbines? That's Bolsham. We're not far from home, and soon he's going to shut up. I am just going to show you this motorbike though, because boy, without having some flybys you don't get to see it, and it's pretty glorious. Could do with a clean. I gave it a clean the other day and discovered just how difficult it is. So I want some plastic louvers to cover up this, because it fills with mud, which then means the radiator's not going to work properly, and it needs it. So yeah, it's quite difficult. This is a champion thing. We love that. It's quite difficult to clean properly. You always end up with like misting, and I need some fine brushes and stuff, but generally speaking, she is a baby. See you in a minute. Back once again. So this is familiar territory. God, it feels good to be on here. I wonder what the puddle's going to look like today, Grace. Are we going to need our wellies? Oh, fourth gear? Goodness heavens. Dry as a bone. Not going to have to... Uh-oh, famous last words. Now that looks proper sketchy, doesn't it? What a muggins. That's Daddy's bird, isn't it? Muggins. Like that. And now we don't have to clean the bike. Famous last words. Just that little 10 yards of 6 yards, 3 yards of mud would have coated everything. Thick, greasy grease. Famous last words. Oh shit, Ben. Why'd you slow down so much? I'm not sure. I thought maybe there were options. There weren't options. It's good to learn that where these things are, isn't it? And hopefully we can avoid them. Right, wrong, right. Now what I dislike is when I listen back to this and I think you're in too high a gear, mate. You're going to be battering your drive chain. So hopefully that's not too high gear. Feels about right. So someone posted this week that this bike actually gets worse economy than the T7 engine, which is slightly disappointing. Obviously a much better bike, but you know, if you want a parallel twin 700cc, get T7. I don't want all that power. it stops being cute quite quickly after this bike. I think this bike's cute. I do like cute. I don't think the T7's cute. It's a weapon. Some crab apples. Have we got time to make the quince jam? We might have. Found some jam jars today at the village shop, which is always nice. So stage 2 of Fox Road. There's a pheasant there, which means it's unlikely that there's a bike the other way. And then we come to the top of the road. Oh, and the day I just wish it would go on forever. This is too nice. So Grace, here comes the rain. You see it on that puddle there? No one there. Don't like that crossing. So, how much do we like motorbikes? For a Saturday afternoon in southeast England, the most populated place. We're rammed down here. And yet where is everybody? Thank God for Netflix, is all I can say. We want everyone to stay home so that I can... I'm a bit funny about which side of the road I'm on actually. It's like the crown slopes off, so let's stay up here. Keep left. It's always good to keep left, isn't it? We get a bit of a downhill. I'm not sure, you can't really tell what's going on, can you, on camera? But this is, for round here, this is a downhill. And then the other side is a bit of an uphill, again, for round here. And you can turn left, but I've never done it because the ruts would swallow a tractor. And I don't fancy getting swallowed. See, that's where it's lovely. And then you catch the gear and off you go. So E is for early retirement, easy money, ecstasy, endorphins, everyone, everything, everywhere. E is for encyclopedia. So Grace, I hope you've enjoyed today's little ride. If you have, please like, subscribe, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one. Look at this, it's like pink slate gravel, couldn't be cuter, dusted with crab apples, and no dog walkers in sight. Unbelievable, unbelievable. This is my village. This is where I live. I have to pinch myself. Extremely fortunate. And it's just starting to rain. Unbelievable. Well, that's me done for the weekend now. I can just go home, have a slice of toast and a cup of tea, and gaze out the window. Loads of love. Bye for now.